YouTube is more crowded than ever. Is it still possible to stand out and get noticed?
At the end of the day, it's all about people. The better that you understand who you're making content for and being passionate about bringing them value, that's where you can succeed.
You got to just press record.
If you are a new creator, what video length is best? Should you embrace all video lengths or be thoughtful about going extra long, closer to an hour, 8 to 12 minutes, shorts, or a mix of all, especially if you're just starting?
Yeah, so for me, I like to take a step back and really try to identify the potential viewer, or I call it the viewer avatar, right? Of who I want watching my videos and what value they're gonna actually find from the videos. And then I would actually do a lot of recon and research to see what's out there, like what type of content is engaging with that type of viewer avatar. And then once I drill down into that, I'll come up with my content strategy. And content strategy, of course, it might be a multi-format strategy, or it might just be long form. It might be short form. It really depends on the goal that I'm looking to achieve. For me, it's just more, can I create value for that potential viewer that YouTube could say, oh my gosh, they liked it. They started to binge watch it. There's more people like them, so let's go ahead and serve them, more suggestive views or get them on the homepage or even on trending, and let's see if we can really grow and build this. And so for me, that's kind of the step that I look at first, is the who, and then I go into the what, because the what is what type of content would they find valuable, and what can I do repetitively to really engage them at a very, very deep level where they're subscribing for more videos. They're wanting to deep dive into it. And I think one of the analytics that most content creators overlook is the average view per viewer. I look at that data point like a hawk. It's like, if I can get people coming in and really binge watching, really going through the process of finding so much value that they watch 3 or 4 or 5 videos within a given 28 days or 7 days or whatever it may be, then I know I found something that can be replicated. And then 2, YouTube looks at the data and says, oh my gosh, the people are coming on, and it's literally fulfilling with the 2 objectives that YouTube has, which is really simple. It's like, predict what the viewer wants to watch. So, okay, if they watch the content, and then keeping on the platform longer. And so if they're keeping on the platform longer and you're the creator that's doing that, it's like they're watching and binge watching and binge watching. YouTube's gonna see, oh, here's a pattern of behavior. There's other people with pattern behaviors like this. Let's serve your content out to more people. And that's actually how you grow really, really fast on YouTube.
Gotcha. Speaking of short form video, if you are creating vertical video, what is your opinion on then distributing it across multiple platforms?
Yeah, so for me, there's 2 approaches. Once again, it's the who, like who's watching it, and then the what. So when I come back to the what, is where's the value proposition? Now, I've seen repurposed content across all platforms, and some niches work really well. Like doing podcast interviews work really well across, saturating across every platform, because the value is in that quick little message. Are you going to go viral with those? I don't necessarily see you getting hundreds of millions of video views, but you actually get the right type of view that you're looking for, and it can cultivate your brand and then put it across all the different platforms. But for me, it's like, who's watching it? So if I have a younger, maybe a Gen Zer, that really engages with entertainment type content, it probably wouldn't work as well. I think it'd be, hey, what is the platform specific? Because like on TikTok, there are trends that happen on TikTok that don't happen on YouTube, that don't happen on IG. And then 2, a lot of audiences shift between audiences. So now let me use this as a clarifier, because everyone thinks, oh, my audience is everywhere, and I don't necessarily agree with that. I think your audience is cultivated per platform, and they actually are different. I was out with Mr. Beast once, and this is the craziest thing ever. And he goes, hey, you're that guy from Facebook. And he's like, oh my gosh, wow. I like literally sucked down to a level that I never wanted to be. But it's true. It's like people watch where they're at, but it's a totally different demographic. And you need to keep that in mind. So to answer your question, I really do think it depends on the audience you're trying to hit, and looking at it, okay, is there an opportunity to leverage it that way? Or is it better to be hyper-focused? And for me, I'll always be more cautious to be hyper-focused, because I think once you understand the pulse of the audience on the platform, I think you can predict what they want at a more consistent rate than just kind of blasting it out there for everyone and just kind of be hit or miss on the value proposition.